will not be, bro. Well, no, we won't. I'm not saying we might be 500, 600 or something like that. Whatever. But we
No,
are
that was a
not going to
joke. That
be.
was a joke.
Yeah, he's in pain. He's just in pain.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
No.
It's
I'm
Yeah.
saying
cool.
that
No,
Hey,
was
but
a
hey,
I'm
joke because
Key.
we
saying
got
that.
we got 13 teams in the league now.
No, I
Oh, I
feel what
got
you're
you. I got
saying,
you.
and I feel what you're
Yeah.
saying, and I get what you said about Connecticut may not be the word, so we made this or that, and I listen. I totally understand, and I get what people are saying about Minnesota, like, yo, they got a pick swap with us. You know what I'm saying? They might get an even better player than us, and all this shit, right? And Minnesota might win the freaking championship this year, and they might get that player next year with our pick swap to win
I'm
it.
rooting for them.
Shit, we ran off on the plug. We got Angel Reese with that motherfucking pick swap. We ran off on the plug. They might have to get that shit back in blood next year and get a good player and put them over the edge. But I'm thinking about Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso winning 3, 4, 5 championships, man. I'm not worried about them winning or just making it to the second round or something like that next year. And you trade off your third pick to get somebody who may leave your team next year. Y'all just gotta come on, walk with me. Let the wind blow through your hair. You
Hey,
feel me?
Key, before Miss D go in, I want to say this too. I feel you, Key. I hear you. I'm cool with either way, right? What I'm saying is I'm reading the tea leaves
I got
and,
you.
and free agency. Look at what everybody is saying. Tatu is saying today, I want to go where they got the facilities and the resources, right?
You gonna have that
Look,
next year, Tay.
listen to me.
Who got
Listen to
it
what I'm
now
putting
though?
down,
Yeah.
Got you.
right?
Who got it now?
Listen to me because
I'm
she wants
listening.
she looking at New York and Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Then you have AT. She went over there to Phoenix.
Yeah.
You have
I
Sloop
don't care
saying
about
she want
neither
to go
one of
with.
them people.
She want to go. I'm talking about like what the vets are saying.
I got you.
Sloop
I got
says she only wants to go with a veteran. They're all pretty much saying they want to go to winning teams and winning cultures, not just the facilities. The facilities is not just going to sell them next year because the standard is raising in the WNBA.
I feel you.
Majority of them are getting facilities, so that's not going to be a hamper on
Enough.
most of them.
Yeah. Facts.
So a lot of them are raising the standard of trying to go where they can win the good culture and things like that, and they don't want to be a part of a rebuild at all.
I understand, Tay, and hear me out. I When I said I don't care about them, I wasn't being facetious. I'm saying that's not the players we need on our team, and that's okay.
No, I'm
We
just
gotta
laying it
be
out for free
no. I get you.
agents next year. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
they're
got you.
gonna be. Let me and mark my words, y'all. I've been kind of. I've been right for. Listen, I'm gonna be wrong one day, but so far I'm right. So I'm rocking with what I'm saying, right?
K-Step, little
And I got
K-Step Junior.
videos. I got videos to prove it, right? I got videos to prove it, right? So what I'm
Right.
saying is the right free agents will want to come to Chicago Sky. Mark my words. Mark my words. They will
We
want to
just got.
come to
I think we
Chicago
just got to
Sky.
wait that 1 year.
Exactly. And then also the second thing I have to say is those people that are saying that, some of them, and I guess Satu is not one of them. She's young. You know what I'm saying? And AT, these players that I could care less where any of them go for real. But what I'm saying is some of these players will not be in the league for long, y'all. And I'm not trying to be rude, mean, or none of that. So yeah, they're ring chasing. They want to go somewhere where they're gonna win and win fast. So they're ring chasing. That's okay. Satu is ring chasing. That's
Hmm.
okay. Look at Marina Mabry. What's ring chasing? She in a motherfucking rebuild. You know what I'm saying?
That is
Those
a
are
fact.
not the
She.
players that I care about. Now I do understand that there's free agents that's like that, but there are also some free agents that will want to be on the Chicago Sky. Believe you me, just as sure as that video of Angel and Lisa Leslie and Nafisa Kali are working out, there are players who cannot wait to play with Angel Reese, and they will flock in the 2026 free agency. Mark my words. The only thing is draft correctly,
Hmm.
okay? Fight hard, put on a smiling face, right? Put your good clothes on, look like a nice and good agency, finish the facility, and then we're in free agency. It's that simple. We got to look good next year for people to want to come. We don't got to be amazing. We don't got to be bad. We just got to be decent and look like an organization that people actually want to come to. But as sure as the fucking sky is blue, you cannot say a team that Angel Reese is on is not a fucking winning culture. And and that's all I got to say. And that's not to you, Tay. I'm just saying, like, like, come on now.
Oh yeah, I know. Now you talking stuff.
And they see her. I'm telling you, they see Angel and like that pedigree, and they get it.
My concern isn't Angel either, Key, because
I know your concern, not that.
Yeah,
I know.
like Angel and Camilla good. The thing I'm thinking about is like, think about it. I just want to hear y'all opinion on this. How are we feeling going into this season with Dana, Mo Jefferson, and Lindsey Allen leading the point guard position? As far as them, like,
if they do what they got to do to get Olivia Miles, we don't got to worry about that shit.
That's a whole bunch of ifs.
Well,
I mean, we gonna see.
He need to do his motherfucking job. He ain't just doing his job. He need to actually do his job.
Now I'm down with it. Give it up, good man.
I want to let.
Wait, hold on, guys. Let me get Miss D in here before anybody. Go, Miss D.
Hey, chat. How y'all doing? Hey, everybody.
Hey, how you doing, Miss D?
I agree with both Key and Tay in a way. Jeff is desperate. He seemed desperate because I don't think he wants Angel or Camilla to leave without winning. So he's kind of desperate. He want to win now. That was one of the reasons why he thought that Spoon was not the right coach. So he might do something kind of crazy. I mean, we know what's common sense, but he seemed like he just off the wall with certain things. You kept Dana, you kept Lindsey. You said that Kennedy was a cancer, basically. So I don't trust Dana because there's kind of things out there that said she was jealous of Angel. Is she gonna pass Angel the ball? Is she gonna jack up shots like she did last season? So still like Jeff is desperate, but who are you gonna get? There's no guards out there that really they can win now or they're gonna be there after a year. So everybody, all the veterans is gonna sign like 1-year deals. So a lot of these veterans right now is trying to sign for the money. So I don't know. That's my opinion about that.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
I just wanted one quick thing, Key. Again, we're talking speculatively. We're talking about the news that's been put out there, but it's one thing that I've noticed that it seems kind of consistent with this year. A lot of y'all were hearing the rumblings like, yo, Dewana and AT might go to Phoenix, right? Well, one piece did get moved. AT went to Phoenix, right? And a lot of other little rumblings out there, like either somebody who was a reputable source or, some type of journalistic background on Twitter, whatever the case may be. The only reason I'm saying that there's got to be something to this, because even like with Annie is locked in, it must have been that Sloot said something. So Jeff P was like, all right, it probably made some calls. Probably was a conversation had, and the conversation leaked. And so a third party or a third hand person put it out there like, hey, they trying to shop the pick, because it probably was an actual conversation that started happening. So that's why they keep that in mind. A lot of stuff we're hearing leaking from reputable sources, probably because a conversation happened somewhere and somebody's talking. Somebody can't hold water on their chest.
I get you. I got you. Let me get Brooke in here. Brooke, what you got?
What's the question? Because a lot of people talking. I don't know what the actual question is about.
We were talking about Vadersloot basically saying she wants another veteran to come with her for her to come, and that she wants to see Chicago pretty much do something with that number 3 pick to make it attractive for her to want to come over and sign.
Right. So you know how I feel about Vadersloot anyway. I wasn't big on that. Her coming back to the Chicago Sky. First of all, if she do come back, I was cool. But for her to start making demands, I don't think she's in that stage of her career. If she was in her prime, I'd be cool with it. We all know who Vadersloot used to be. She's 35 right now, so she over the hill. So we trying to get younger. We trying to get competitive. We trying to win games. So I don't think Vadersloot is a caliber of player to even make no demands like that. If she said something about the 10th pick, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? We don't need to keep the 10th pick. We could trade that for a veteran. I'm cool with that. But for her to say that about the 3rd pick, I think it's crazy. So I don't know. I'm not on board with that.
Some
I
people
think
are
what it might be.
some people are talking about Ariel Atkins because Kimbrough just signed with Atlanta, and I'm hearing that BG just signed with Atlanta. At least that's what I'm hearing. I need to go confirm that, but that's what the chat was saying.
I don't think those
Yo,
plays. I don't think those plays is good enough for a 3rd pick, though. At least from what I've seen this year. Those players to me, I would go after for the 10th pick. But if they asking for the 3rd pick, I already see options in the draft that's gonna be just as good, if not better. So I wouldn't make that move.
Yeah, what I was gonna say to you, BK, big bro, just think about it like too, as your analytical thinking, beautiful mind that you got. Think of it like this: they can get something with the 10th, but it's gonna be lesser. With the 3rd, they can do like how Seattle did, and they can fleece somebody. Like it's the 3rd pick.
But
think how valuable they
no. To your point,
somebody with that 3rd.
To your point, if I'm getting somebody, like I mean, I don't even know what guard it'd be, right? Because the guards that I would want, is already gone. Like the only guard, and listen, y'all might disagree with me when I say this, and I don't even want this. I want Olivia Miles. I don't want to trade it, but I'm just saying, if I'm thinking in your mind, the only guard I probably consider is Enrique, right? Outside of Enrique, there's no guard I want. Like I don't want no Ariel Atkins. Not for the 3rd pick. I like Ariel Atkins. Don't get it twisted. See, people get me talking bad about these players because they're using them in the wrong context, right? I like Ariel Atkins. Yeah. So I would love her on the sky. Not for no 3rd pick. I like Brittany Sykes. I would love her on the sky. Not for no 3rd pick.
Facts. And Brooke, I think the biggest thing people are forgetting, y'all, if it was something where the 1 year shit wasn't coming up, I might be singing a different tune, right? I might be like, okay, maybe it's worth giving away the 3rd pick for la 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 and la la la. But for me, it's the 1 year shit. That's what's blowing me. It's just like it's not worth it because of what's about to happen next year. It's just not.
For me, it's not even a 1 year thing, only because of where we at in our rebuild. I feel like the Sky actually did a really good job. See, you see a lot of people when they building teams, a lot of times you think offensively. The Sky did a really good job of getting 2 players that could play both sides of the ball, right? We got Angel and Camilla, but they need help. So I feel like our future is in our hands, right? I feel like Olivia Miles is somebody who could be with the Sky. Who knows how long? And again, this is a rare thing. Everybody don't stay with their franchises, but look at how long Diana Taurasi was with Phoenix. You feel me? So it's like, to me, that's a possibility. Chicago could be drafting their next Vandersloot, right? You could be drafting your next franchise player that's going to be with the team for years and years and years. So I'm like, yo, why not do that? We right in that, what Key always said, we right in that trajectory to build young and get these players together so they could grow together. So I don't know. It just makes, to me at this point though, like I'm sitting back and just going for the ride, because it's like it's almost like every week they think of something new to just create confusion. So I'm like, all right, bet.
It's asinine. But I want Tony and AD to go, and then I have something to say about like Jeff and everything that's going on. I don't want to forget my thought. Let me write it down.
What up, go, Miss Tony.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, good. That means this mic is working finally.
Okay.
Oh, you got
mics today. Yeah, we got mics today.
Miss Tony, if you know, ask, what's your plans? You got something you about to do? You about to start a show?
Oh, just wait and see. I'm not the type to do all that talking.
Okay, all right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Like a gangster.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, I think Annie's out here causing confusion, right? Yes, she's been the fortune teller so far, and so far she's been right. But if Jeff P actually gives up this 3rd pick for Vandersloot with her grandma self and any other vet that comes along with her, he is smoking something serious, and I might want to get some whatever he's smoking. because it doesn't make any sense to me. And I just I'm sitting here watching the Aces getting pieces. I see the Sparks getting pieces. Atlanta getting pieces. Phoenix getting scraps or whatever.
But they get pieces.
Storm getting pieces.
Uh-huh.
What the heck is this guy doing?
It seemed like he's trying to go back to his players that he developed. That's what it looked like to me.
You can't even sell them for $1. So what is the purpose at this point? That's my question. What is the purpose at this point? Because you already know you have two young players who the whole franchise is surrounded around, and they're not used to losing like that. You told us, the fans, that you wanted to at least get to the playoffs because that's where Chicago Sky used to be. That was the reason why you let go Teresa Teaspoon, right? That was the reason he let go Teaspoon, because they didn't get to the playoffs. So the movements that you're making doesn't make any sense. You've given away Kennedy Carter, and I don't care if he didn't want to keep her or not, but at least use her for a trade. Get something.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
Right? Now you're trying to put Dana and Izzy together. Like, who you think who you think gonna want them? You might get something from Izzy, but Dana, you're not gonna get nothing from. Right? And it seems like this guy is just, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, and it's frustrating because you're watching all these other teams forming up, making their A team to go for the chip, and Chicago Sky is just not saying nothing. But we got Annie, the fortune teller, or the so-called fortune teller, sitting out here acting like she is the damn GM for the Sky.
Right? How did she get all this information? How did she talk about all of this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because either she's the new GM and we don't know about it, but how is it that she know everything that's going on in the Sky? And there's nothing like whatever you telling us is anything for any fan to get. Oh yeah, we happy about that. Yeah, we can work with that. You want to give away the third pick? Make it make sense. And I'll just I'll bow out right now.
Well, I understand. That's why I tell you it was emotional up here. I understand. AD, let me get your thoughts. AD.
What up, though? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Clear.
I just want to say what's up to everybody before I get started, but I'm kind of catching up on the conversation, number one. But if y'all is asking about should they give up the third pick, absolutely not. And I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect to nobody. To Brooklyn's point, Enrique for me, I wouldn't even do it for her.
Yeah. I was just answering the question. I'm with you.
I feel you. But it's too much talent, and you got to build around your young thoroughbreds, which is Angel and Camilla. So the next piece to put around them is a point guard, and you got an opportunity to get more than just Olivia. And let's not get it twisted. Everybody know my take Olivia all day. All right, but if Olivia is not available, she's already gets picked. There are other choices that are still going to be okay and viable. That may actually turn into stars in this league. It's maybe 2 or 3, 4 more. You know what I'm saying? So I know some people are high on Tanaya Latson. I was just asking this question the other day in the chat. Was she eligible to come out this year? And she might. She's somebody who could change a franchise. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
I agree with you.
If Jeff P is going to trade that third pick, I may not watch the Sky this year. That's how serious it is for me.
I agree with you.
I'm dead serious because you can't make this many mistakes right now. You can't fumble the bag on this. he like for real. They gotta fire. Like we got a petition to get him up out of there if he trade that pick. I don't care who it is. Unless you trade it for Caitlin, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
another young player that's on that level that can fit your timeline and what you're trying to build. You know what I'm saying? Like you really don't need to bring in ain't no vet worth giving up that third pick right now because you ain't winning the championship next year.
You cooking, AD, because that's about the only person I would trade for. I mean, if you
I'm saying unless you bringing in somebody who, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be because you need a 3-and-D, which I hope they get with the 10th pick. They better. You know what I'm saying? Like you need a point guard and you need a 3-and-D. Period.
This is something that
really quick before you go, Wody Mac. Everybody on everybody page, run them likes up, man. Hit the subscribe button, run them likes up. Okay, yeah.
To AD, but check this, right? This is not.
My bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say to you, like, but check this, right? This is not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily fit, but think about this too. I like to try to like create scenarios sometime out of what the information is there. It's not necessarily a veteran, but let's say, okay, the key says she don't like the idea of like a 1-year rental. But let's say you go give that pick for a rookie that was drafted recently. Let's go to like 2022 or 2021, where they're still gonna be on the contract for another 2 years. Say like a Ryan Howard, right? Ryan Howard, I think she would still be under contract past next year because she was like what 2021, or say like even though that's not necessarily what potentially could happen. But I heard Ray Burrell's name get floated out there, and I think Ray Burrell got drafted the same year as Ryan Howard, which is not technically a veteran, but it is a decent player that also you would be able to keep beyond this year because they'd be on the contract. You feel me? They're still on a rookie contract. I mean, like a 2nd-year or 3rd-year player. You feel me?
I feel you. If it's, man, look, for me,
Ryan Howard, Ray Burrell, Ryan Howard.
It will be hard
Cam
to
Brink.
not look at that a couple times, bro. But honestly, I don't even know about that. But she's proven already, you know what I'm saying, in her short career. But at the same time, I don't know. I would really have to, it's just hard to
absolutely
make that happen, and then one of these players become something.
Wody,
most definitely not.
Wody, you saying these names for the 3rd pick? There's a names you saying?
Nah. I mean, you could get some of them for the 10th pick, a 2nd-round pick. Like you could do other stuff and get that.
You don't want me to
if you're trying to get
Ray Claude.
I'm taking all day. I'm taking all day. I'm doing that all day.
Yeah, like Ryan Howard, that would demand like a 3rd pick. But like if I go get Ray Burrell, I can give you the 10th pick and get Ray Burrell. If you think Ray Burrell is that bad, I can give you some 2nd-round picks and get Ray Burrell. And that might appease, say like, because she's still a good player and I guess technically a veteran. She's not brand new to the league. You know what I'm saying? Like I would think, okay, think outside the box. All right, well, you don't want to give it away, or you don't want to give away nothing and potentially lose next year. All right, go look at some of these players that are like 2nd- and 3rd-year players that you're going to still will have they contract for another year beyond 2026 or into 2027. You know what I'm saying? I would think like that.
I feel where you're going with that. I just want to
Key, it happened. They talking about it because somebody let the water off. They can't hold water on their chest.
I'm gonna get to that, Wody. I'm gonna get to that. Go ahead, AD. My bad.
I just want to clarify that BG did sign with Atlanta.
Yeah, she signed already.
Yeah, she did.
Well, she not signed already. She agreed to sign it. She can't sign until February.
But
we saw that. So
everybody in here, I just started my channel up, y'all. Show me some love, Show me some love.
That's why I told everybody go subscribe. Like, definitely. I saw that.
Yeah, I already subscribed. So
yeah, I'm already there. But everybody else, go subscribe too. Go subscribe to AP channel.
I just uploaded
it. There you go. That's what I was about to say. If you a mod, drop the links.
Can I say something?
I just uploaded a new beat today too, which would be great for your
What kind of sports are you talking about?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Particularly women's sports, honestly. But I'm a member. It's not just gonna be about basketball though. It's gonna be about life. my
Okay,
stuff.
cool.
When I get going,
Hey.
for real, I got a lot going on, so I'm not gonna be like everybody. But I enjoy just doing this. Everybody, especially with these two ladies platform, I love it. I just love where they going with it. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, I've gotten to know him, and obviously KSAP is that's my guy, period. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get a little bit of traction, but I can't
No
upload like
doubt.
everybody else. I don't have the time to do it like that. But it's for me, this is just natural because I love sports. Obviously, y'all know I got a daughter that is trying to go D1, and she's very talented. So we're gonna see where that take her.
What
That's
sport you
kind of
doing?
the reason why I'm
Real
into all
quick, hold on. Real
honestly.
quick. Whenever somebody's talking, let's try to mute our mic because I'm hearing a little feedback, y'all. So
There is
let's
an
try to mute our
echo.
mic.
Yeah, I don't want to take up too much more time. Somebody else can do their thing, but y'all know I appreciate
Well,
y'all just being on the panel always.
for
then
all of y'all
really
content
quick,
creators,
really quick
Oh
to
no, I
you.
just wanted to know. I just wanted to know what your thing was, content about, so the fans, the chat can know what it is, and
No,
besides
Tony, I
subscribing,
appreciate it. I
You
appreciate
said
you.
life.
I'm being
Please
interested.
said
Hey,
life.
I do
hey,
have a video that I did an introduction on my channel. Y'all can go check that out and find out what it's gonna be about.
Okay, all right.
Yo, really quick,
hey,
I'm about to step away for one quick second. I'm gonna come right back, but I just wanted to let you know, Wody Mac, you know how to
yeah.
get to me. Like if you want to send some music or whatever the case may be, I got my links everywhere. So definitely hit me up, send me something because you already know I do music too.
You
So
remember you telling me? I thought you was gonna go take a look and you know what I mean. But yeah, I
I didn't.
definitely
Nah,
will
I didn't. I
send
wasn't
something.
able to see, but send me something. Send me some links or something so I could listen to your music.
No doubt.
okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we got a new person up here on the panel. It's all jokes.
Yeah, that's my homegirl B.
Oh, hey B, hey B. I was looking for B.
Hello,
What's
everybody. I
up,
forgot to
B?
put the subheader thing on there, but what's up, family?
Hey, what you got on this B? I know you got a lot to say. Give it to me.
About the moves that were made today.
First, no, first. Well, what we was talking about is Vandersloot out here trying to make some demands
Oh
on
yeah.
the sky.
Uh I don't disagree with her demands. Like she is 37 years old. So like you gotta come into something that's a little bit like put together almost. You're not trying to come into really a fully rebuild team, but I don't think Jeff should make any moves off of her demand because she is 37 years old and she may be a 1 year situation and you just don't blow everything up for a player who may want to retire next year.
Mm.
So I can see both points and why the demands are made. I was just talking with someone, and I know Satu is requesting Phoenix, is requesting New York, but I don't see that New York move being made without New York giving up Leonie or Benijah. And I don't see New York giving up Leonie or Benijah. And they don't necessarily have like the draft capital that's enticing to Dallas. So I can see with her like market falling, she will become more interested in some of these smaller teams. And Chicago can possibly sneak in there and give a package that's interesting to Dallas, as well as the 10th pick. You get younger, you get talent. Shatu can score. She just struggled defensively. But if
Right,
you
right.
surround her with players like Angel or Camilla, you was talking to Dejanay, that may not be
Mm.
a bad move if you get a 3-point shooter inside two and you surround her with those defensive players and you play and you build on team defense, she don't look that bad. I remember
Mhm.
Tyler winning the championship with the Aces with KP, who's not good on defense on that team because they surrounded her with players who are good on defense. So when you start looking into the Sky options, I think the Sky got options. I'm really trying to be patient on what Jeff gonna do, but my patience is starting to wear thin because like what we doing, buddy? I know we don't want to make any final decisions right now because everybody are only signing 1-year contracts. With the new CBA coming up, you gonna take a risk somewhere, and I'm just trying to see where he's gonna take that risk.
Mhm. I feel where you're coming from with this with the Satu thing. I feel what I don't like her defense. That's granted. I don't like it, but I understand surrounding her with some pretty good, decent defensive players, and then you at least get somebody that can stretch the floor. And also, because I'm with you. Satu's out here acting like she can dictate where she gonna go. I don't think it's gonna be left. I don't think she read the room correctly because all these moves being made and she's still sitting over there. So you know, I don't think New York gives up Thievish for Satu. I'm with you on that. But Jeff is out here looking like he had one plan. He had the Jewel Lord plan, and when that went awry, he's starting to do silly stuff.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna let everybody go, and I want
So
to
go ahead.
look.
That's my take.
But that what you was about to say is basically what I was about to say. I want everybody to just like start from the beginning of the foolishness and really just see how far Jeff P done dragged us through some shit for real. Because at this point, I personally think he's grasping for straws. I think he actually has no plan and has not really had one. And he really just winging it. Like this is in no way do I think he actually knows what he want to do or what to do. I think he went on like I understand he did not hire Teaspoon. Like I can understand that and understand the feeling of that, but firing her was the first thing that was like, yo, what the you know what I mean? We was like, what the fuck? Okay. So he brings in Tyler Marsh, and I think that made people feel better. It did it didn't make me feel better. It's just like, okay, we got another coach. I have no issue with Tyler per se, but what didn't make me feel better was you literally traded out Teaspoon for another person who does not have head coach experience, which is what you kind of were talking about, all of that. Now, granted, I can understand that he has, won championships with Becky and stuff. But again, it's still one of those things where he's going to have to, learn how to run a team now and not be an assistant coach. So that was the one. But I get it. People felt like, okay, well, it kind of evened out or whatever. So when he fired her, that was already kind of wild. All right, cool. Then we've sat here through this whole Kennedy Carter thing. And now, whether you agree that she should have been let go of or not, it was also still crazy. It's still crazy that he did let her go and let her go for nothing. And then in the midst of letting her go, he tanked her draft stock. If you don't think that he tanked her draft stock, you don't see what's really going on. He is Annie's source. So I believe he was feeding those stories of, you know what I'm saying, she this, she's that, whatever. Now she really could be that, right? And that's, again, I'm not saying she's is or isn't. But my point is, if you want to keep her stock up, get something back for her, move her around, whatever, you lie and you pretend like she's not that.
Right.
You do not get feed Annie all of these all of this stuff to destroy her image. It doesn't matter if
Tanked her trade value.
Yeah, to tank her trade value when you need to trade her. You need to make it make sense, bro. So that's another thing that he just let her go for nothing, basically. Okay, cool. So we're all just sitting here like, damn, this nigga just keep doing shit. But all right, let's vibe, right? All right. So we got the 3rd and 10th pick. Now, well, let's with the Jewel Lloyd. Then he was trying to give that shit away for the Jewel Lloyd thing, which I knew wasn't coming because he couldn't give up anything with that shit. He couldn't give him anything else with that pick, for real. So he said, okay, I got to kind of drop that. And a lot of people are like, oh, Jeff P's great because he kept the 3rd pick. No, they did not accept his offer. That's a difference. It's not he kept it. No, they accepted a better team's offer. That's 2 different things. So, okay, cool. He keeps the pick, but now he's trying to shop it away again to put somebody with Courtney Vadersloot, who probably could likely only be here for a year and is kind of on the tail. Definitely, Courtney is closer to the tail end of her career than others. It does not make sense, and he does not have a real plan, and he's quite literally grasping for straws, and he about to blow up our whole next season if he don't just chill out. Because I think because he keeps making bad decisions and it's blowing up in his face, he's trying to like do a one big move to fix everything he broke instead of, yo, you did some shit, you fucked up. Sorry, Keisha. Just ride it out, bro. Just pick correctly with the 3rd and 10th pick, even if we don't get Olivia Miles, and vibe out, bro. It's okay. But if you try to do some deal or even not blockbuster, like some Ariel Atkins type stuff, you keep digging us into a hole. And that's just how I feel about it.
Key, you forgot
he gets an F from me.
You forgot he offered Dana Evans.
That too. Also gave her a qualifying offer. Like, that was insane. It's like, I don't know. People are like, I'm gonna let Jeff cook. He cool. He ain't so. You're bugging. He has done more bad than good for the Chicago Sky. Put that shit on a scale and see which side weighs out.
Mm-hmm. What you was about to say, B?
He gave her a qualifying offer and now he's shopping her. So I'm just stuff I'm very confused on.
Who gonna take her, B?
Nobody wants her. You know, I ain't gonna say that because I want somebody to want her, so she can just move the fuck on. I'm sorry.
maybe Turkey or Portugal. Maybe Turkey or Portugal can take her.
Right, B. I wish somebody wanted Dana.
Listen, I know somebody that want Dana.
Turkey and Portugal. They want her because they think that she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So take her over there and see if we can get somebody from there for her. And let's move on, because at this point, this dude he's on crack. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this. He has to have some type of confidence in Dana Evans, because you give her an offer and you are actively shopping a player that if you talk to anybody on YouTube, you would have already known people are looking at you like, who? And hang up the phone on Jeff P. Lindsay Allen might could be moved. She still got some trade value, I believe. But Dana,
Dana just along with the package with Lindsay. Lindsay is the appealing piece of that package. It's not Dana. And they need to switch the names around so that can be shown that Lindsay is the appealing piece. But Jeff was the development coach for the Sky when Dana became a part of the team.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Is a relationship somewhere in that, and he may feel as though Teaspoon didn't use her right, but I don't think he know that she just wasn't made for that position. And if he's going to build through the draft, just come out and say that. Don't drop hints like we'll talk soon. We're doing this. We just come out and say we in a
what was that thing on Twitter?
And this is what's happening.
I'm gonna pull that up. What was that on Twitter talking about? Chicago Sky doing something great, y'all. Is coming soon. Why post that?
Jeff is a weirdo, man. He a weirdo. That's why I posted that. And he don't have no idea what he doing. And if anybody think he do, man, he do not have no idea.
Might have been talking about Vadersloot.
Maybe he is. I mean, if he signs Vadersloot, then y'all could rest assured that we are not getting Olivia Miles if he signs Vadersloot. That's where I'm at with
that number 3 pick to attract another veteran.
I think that's what he's gonna do if he signs Courtney Vadersloot. I would be shocked if he drafted Olivia Miles if he signs her. At this point, it's looking like everything is contingent on her for some odd reason. It's like centered around her. And I really don't understand. Like, you the GM now, you're not the coach anymore. And I totally understand that you have that experience because you was a part of the Sky as a development coach, but that's not what you're here to do. You know, and I get that GMs are the ones who ultimately make the decision to pick the players, but you're not here to be like, I have a relationship with Dana and I had a relationship with Sloot. Please, let's move mountains for these players like that are not worth it.
Lead to losses, man. No future.
And I know Brooklyn had gave once before we was talking about this once before, and he had said why don't we use the other pick to try to trade up so we make sure we get Olivia Miles um, with the trade up from third to second to make sure we get Olivia Miles. And but here's the thing: I don't know if Jeff P is in love with Olivia Miles as we are. I don't know if I don't know if he wants to develop a point guard because he would have to the developer. Seems like to me he trying to go back to these veterans.
He don't have to. You got to develop Olivia Miles, but you don't got to develop Olivia Miles. Like that's not a. She's probably the most ready point guard in this draft. You got to develop her, like get her acclimated with the physics, just certain things like that. But you don't got to develop her like that. No, you. So, what'd you say, AD?
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think that Blase is coming out this year?
No.
I don't think. I said that at the beginning of the season. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
So y'all think she's gonna stay one more? Y'all think that Paige is coming out? Paige can come back if she wants.
Yeah, I think Paige will come out.
Paige needs to come out.
Yeah, she does.
6 years in college.
Wow. She's getting a little older.
Yeah, 6 years. That would be her 6th year in college. Her
that's wild.
Year playing. No, she was injured 2 years.
It's not wild. It's not wild with the way college football. Well, I know it's football and basketball is two different things, but the way the NCAA has allowed these players to dictate where they want to go, when they want to go, and how much money you gonna pay me. That's the new thing now.
It's a good thing, I think. Though.
It's a good thing for sure, but I think Paige would be goofy to stay another year though. Like,
it's a blessing.
You're not Sedona Prince. You're not Sedona Prince.
Yeah, Sedona Prince, 25 years old, y'all.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's the problem
Paige
now.
is older than Angel and Camilla. She stay another year. Angel and Camilla will be 3 years into the league before she comes into the league. She'll be a rookie older than them.
Hold on, I hear some background. Is it me too? I'm gonna come out and come back in.
No, you good. No, you
I'm
good.
good.
It's not you. Yeah.
No, it was someone else.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't know. Jeff P. I don't think Flau'jae comes out. I really don't think Flau'jae comes out. I don't think she's ready to come out. And Paige she does need to get bigger. But she don't need to stay. She can't keep doing this. It's gonna look bad on her.
Nah, I think Paige comes out. Oh, go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think Paige comes out, goes 1, minds her business, whatever with that. I think number 2, I'm thinking Kiki Arafin or somebody like that, a big or 4.
For the Storm.
For the Storm, yeah, and I think Olivia Miles number 3. That's what I think will happen, but you never know, and I understand that.
That literally got to be the only reason he's holding on to that 3 pick. If you're not holding on to that number 3 pick for Olivia Miles, and man, y'all gotta excuse me because I'm just a calm person. So with Jeff going through all this stuff, I'm still not gonna react badly because it's just not in my nature to react that way. But in my mind, I'm trying to put his pieces together, and the puzzle is not looking good. Because why do you hold on to that 3 pick if you not going after Olivia Miles? Like, you could have been traded that pick if you not going after her. It just don't make sense to me. But knowing him, he would get that 3 pick and not pick her. Like you said, and go with Sloot. And that's really going to send me over the edge then.
I mean, I don't mind if we don't get Miles, that's fine because we have other great point guards out there like Citron and so forth. But get somebody. Don't get no grandma. What is with the wheelchair people now? I understand you want to have them there for to guide the young ones, but please, we're not going to give away our picks for no grandma. Come on, make it make sense.
Hold on, guys.
Business.
Oh, I still hear feedback.
No, I was just saying something before.
Go ahead.
Right. So, even if you know what, I mean, cause I don't want to cuss on your program, and I have respect for you, so I ain't gonna cuss. Go ahead,
I understand, Tony.
This man pissing me off.
All
wait,
right.
real quick, Keisha. I think Miss D was trying to say something. I just want to.
Oh, go ahead, Miss D.
No, I'm saying, I forgot what I thought. So yeah, it seems like he wants to package that number 3 pick for some reason, and I don't trust none of the players like Satu, Howard. They injury prone, so that would be a good idea. Then you trying to get some older players. That's not good. Vandersloot, just keep that number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be in a rush. Keep that number 3. Try to get Olivia Miles, but it seems like he tried to package that deal. That's what it seemed like. He's trying real hard. Y'all gonna be disappointed. I'm a Sky fan, but y'all really Sky fans, and y'all gonna be yeah. Jeff P gonna do something crazy.
I'm
And
already
I was gonna
preparing
say something
myself.
else. I said it's a place where Dana Evans could go. She could be a backup in Power. The TV
You
show
ain't no
Power.
good. You ain't no good, Miss D.
You gave a backup for who?
She looks just
For,
like
for
Victoria
actress for
Dawson.
power. You ain't no good, Miss D. I knew what you was about to say.
Yeah, that's what I
Hold
call
That's a good one.
her.
That's a
Victoria
good one.
Junior.
I love
Junior. That's
that.
what I call her.
Hold on, guys. We got Mikachu just came up here. Hey, Mikachu, how you doing?
Hey, how y'all doing?
What you got to say on all of this?
Y'all talking about the sky or these wild trades that just happened?
We talking about the Sky and Vandersloot trying to tell people they need to use the number 3 pick to go get a veteran, or she ain't coming. She don't want to be a part of no complete rebuild. She wants the Sky to go get another piece before she sign on the dotted line.
She bugging.
That's
I mean,
basically what we're talking about.
Courtney Vadersloot, if she gonna be like the second coach on the floor to help, one of these young bucks that's coming in, but that's still a rebuild. Like literally, the sky of maybe a couple of moves, but the way the league is going now, I don't know who gonna win. But the sky ain't ready yet. I'll give them like another year to get one of
So
these 20, 27 players to come out, and then y'all can make some big splashes. But
Mikachu, I love what you just said because I think people like you can't skip steps. And I think the Sky is they was in a rebuild when they got Angel and Camilla. That's they lost all those players from the championship. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
You're in a why is everybody delirious about that?
that
Like it's like everybody is you're in it's okay. You're in it. So yes, you get more rookies out the draft. Why are you trying to skip steps? You're in a rebuild. Like it
Yeah,
just
I
is
agree with
what it
Kay.
is.
Key, I agree with you. I
yeah.
try to tell everybody on Twitter all the time, like,
It's a
prepare
rebuild.
yourselves
Yeah,
because it's
you're
not
gonna be a
gonna
little
happen this year.
booty. You're gonna be a little booty. You're gonna be a little bad. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get
Exactly.
these rookies acclimated. You gotta this and that. Like that's how a rebuild works. You see Indiana Fever. Them motherfuckers been in a rebuild for how long? You know what I'm saying? So
I
but
I
now you're
can't be
seeing
part of that fever stuff. They was in there for about 7, 8 years. I
nah,
can't.
we're not doing that now. We're not
Be
doing
part.
that, but you get what I'm you see
Yeah, I get what you're
now
saying.
what they're working with. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
their practice facility not even coming till 2027. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I just heard
but
that.
you
Yeah.
can't skip the steps of a rebuild. Is my point. You can't skip those steps, and I feel like that's what everybody do. I feel like that's what Jeff is trying to do. I don't know if he feel like his job is on the line. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
Mm.
I done did a lot of things, a lot of mistakes. They might fire me, so I'm about to just try to make a big splash so they don't, and it's gonna backfire on him. I think everybody just needs to be okay with the fact that we're rebuilding. You know what I'm saying? Red and Milky Way said we're rebuilding, but we can still make the playoffs. I never said we couldn't, but a rebuild is a rebuild, and you can't skip the steps. It takes like at least 3 years, at least 3.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he gonna rebuild through the draft, just do that. Do that. Don't make any moves that's gonna be damning in the long run, because you got new CBA coming up. Nobody is signing more than 1 year. If any manager agent sign more than 1 year, they're gonna be fired the next day. Because why do I go into a new CBA when I can make more money? Give me 1 year and let me renegotiate. You do that, you possibly don't even have the player that you want the next year. That's why I said the Sloot move don't really make sense to me, because
at all.
You get her and you do what she needs you to do, and you get her and she decides she want to retire or go somewhere else after that 1 year. What was the point?
You gave away your 3rd round draft pick to appease her, and now she's not here or in retirement. Be so serious.
Plus, the sky look more appeasing in 2026 anyway. Isn't it when the facility should be done?
Yes.
Your team look more appealing next year than they do this year. This is the year where you have to break all this stuff up. So you go into next year with the new facility and everything you need to make a splash.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Oh, go ahead. Make it you.
Now, I was thinking this year is you build a culture around them, because that's what Teaspoon was trying to do, saying that we're gritty and we're willing to fight, even though we stuck in this rebuild mode, but we're willing to smack anybody in the mouth. We unfearful of any team that's supposed to be the number one or the supposed one that's going to win the championship. That's why they smacked the Liberty in the mouth. That's why I don't recall if they ever beat the Aces, but they was beating top teams just based off their defense alone and their grittiness. So this year that's coming up is your strategic move, because you still trying to build off your culture of what your team is going to be based off of.
Right.
So you can build a fan base and have people to want to come to your team.
I personally think the Sky should just keep the picks. I think they should go after Dejanay Carrington and run that team out there and hope for the best. That's what I think.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. And build out a bench.
Yeah. And then you will have a Dejanay. You can possibly keep Michaela and she come off the bench. You will have Angel Camilla, whoever the 2 rookies you draft in this draft, because I think this is one of the better drafts to me.
Absolutely.
Next year's draft is not appealing, but I think this draft in 2027 drafts is the better draft.
Better draft.
Build off that, and then if Connecticut suck, which we banking on, you got capital in that 2026 draft because we got the swap pick. Then you can trade that because free agency in 2026 look better anyway.
Right.
Exactly.
You got Angel, Camilla, Dejanay, defense. You got Michaela, Rachel Banham, because she's still gonna be there. Mo. Who else? E-Will coming off the bench. You possibly look into Parker Titus or somebody who you can get to play backup.
I think you could take a run at Tina Charles only because because Atlanta just got a little crowded.
Yeah, you make it look appealing. So when you do go into 2026, a person like Satu, who you don't want to trade picks for right now, she available then anyway.
Facts. I was saying
make
that
any damning moves right now.
Exactly. I was saying like for like metaphorically, I guess I was like, yo, it's like everybody's gonna be coming to the WNBA family reunion, and you just gotta dress your. You know what I'm saying? When you go to everybody, you gotta iron your t-shirt, put your best shoes. That's what this year is for, though. For the Sky, need to get their fit ready. You know what I'm saying? You know, get all the kids' hair done and shit. You know what I'm saying? And get ready for that. You just need to look unified, like a better organization, like you have direction, and like you got some dogs. You don't need to look like some amazing winners semifinals. Nah, you could be half and half. You know what I'm saying? However many games they play, half and half, maybe a little bit over half. If you do that, I'm telling you, in free agency, people will want to come to play with Angel and Camilla. And that's all you need to do. Like you just said, build through the draft, um, put on a good front, you know what I'm saying? Play a good game, look like you building something, which it's him who kind of ruined because it was already building, but then he ruined the build and now he like so. But anyway, that's all he needs to do and not make no crazy decisions. But I'm telling you, because of the direction he's been going in, I don't trust him, and I feel like he's going to mess around and do something insane. And I'm
You know
just gonna
why?
be
You know
vexed.
why, Key? Because he's hearing all these flashy stuff happening around him. Atlanta's getting better. You got the Phoenix that made they move. You got the Sparks that made they move. You got the Aces that made they move. And he's up there in his condo feeling like nobody's looking at us at all. And we just threw our Kennedy Carter in the backyard. And nobody wants to come to Chicago. I'm trying to change that narrative. Unknown, but he didn't realize that he leaned into that narrative, and now that narrative has stuck. He leaned into it too much with Annie Constable, but now he don't. So now he's trying to make a splash, so you will forget about all the narratives they threw out there to us. So you'll forget about the Kennedy Carter thing, and you'll forget about everything else. That's what he's trying. That's what Jeff P is trying to do. He's trying to mask the foolishness he has been a part of these last 3 or 4 months.
And
Because that whole Kennedy Carter thing was just foolishness. Go ahead.
What's crazy is that Jeff didn't start off on a bad track.
Right.
Undoing that Marina contract was literally the piece that we needed to head in the right direction. And somewhere in that, he fell off the boat. Somewhere in doing that, he clearly fell off the track. You undo that contract, you send her to Connecticut, you get a draft pick for next year, and you get an extra one for this year. And now she's stuck on a team that's rebuilding anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You did the right thing, and somehow you let it fall apart trying to play into the narrative of what's happening in the league, not understanding that the Aces went through this rebuild. The Sparks should have been better than what they were last year anyway. They had the talent. They just didn't put it together well. They didn't play well. New York went through a rebuild. Phoenix went through, all these teams went through a rebuild at some point, and they had to start from the bottom. You can't gauge a rebuild off of how Indiana doing now. Indiana was in a rebuild for 10 years.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to move at your own pace and with your own dignity. And Jeff is just, I don't know, man.
You know what's funny about what you say, B? You want to know when Jeff started looking shaky? When he got rid of Teaspoon. You know, you got that rapper with that ghostwriter behind him, and then everybody found out he got a ghostwriter. Teaspoon was probably helping him make a lot of decisions, and then Teaspoon is gone, and now he got to make those decisions by himself. And it's like we all scratching our heads, like, yo, what is this guy doing?
Mm-hmm.
I also think
Teaspoon was building the culture. She had Ty Young with her as an assistant coach, so she could relate to these young cats. And now you just like making stupid moves. Like, come on.
He also got to stop putting his trust in Annie. She don't want to be here. Only reason Annie is in Chicago is because Chicago paid more than Indiana will pay. Indiana is not as big as a market as Chicago, which they probably will become because they got Caitlin, but you still don't get the experience of being in a city like Chicago than you will in Indiana.
Right.
That's the only reason she's here.
I thought she was the
here
new
because
GM.
Chicago Tribune pays her the money that she won't get in Indiana. Stop putting your trust in this lady. She don't even like the team nor the organization. Stop giving
You're the
her
second
all
person I heard say that.
Stop. Like Jeff,
I thought she was the GM. She was the actual GM, and Jeff is the
She
acting
might be.
GM. Because the way
We got an echo. But yeah.
everybody got their mics
wait,
on, so if I'm talking,
everybody go on
somebody
mute
else
for a
might be.
minute.
No, Tony, are you watching? Okay, Tony, are you watching us while you're?
No, I don't have anything on.
Oh, okay.
It's just other people got their mics on at the time, so that's why.
Oh yeah, it might.
So if I have if I'm talking and you have and everybody else have their mics on more than one, then you're gonna get an echo off of it and
I
get that
got you.
feedback.
Yeah. See, am echo. Am I echoing?
No, you're
So
not.
Okay. So I don't hear no echo now.
because you're
Yeah,
not
Because
echoing.
you're not echoing.
Okay. I don't know who it is. I bet everybody's muted.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah. I touched on that, Brooke, while you stepped away. I was saying I walked everybody through the timeline. I dragged it
Of
like,
Jeff P.
yeah. I'm like
Oh
it
no, I was
started.
listening. I heard
Oh,
you. I was
okay. I'm
listening.
like, yo, it started when he fired Teaspoon. Like it was over with. And ever since then, he been trying to dig himself out of the barrel. When he did that interview, y'all, the interview when he hired Tyler Marsh, he said in that interview, we heard y'all. We heard you, we heard y'all. Cause he knew, like, cause people was running down on him, like going down his throat, like all of that. People was like, yo, what the fuck are you know what I mean? What are you doing? Why'd you fire Teaspoon? La la la, whatever. And so I think it's really getting to him. I think it could be getting to the organization, and then they're coming to him like, yo, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. We're having he's the GM, but he got a boss. So, you know.
Well, my thing is with Jeff P. I don't know if he has a direction. I think he just trying. I don't think he has a plan. I think he's just trying to make a splash. It's two different things. Sometimes you're just trying to get all the hoopla and get people in the seats and get fans in the seats, and you figure these type of things gonna get fans in the seats, but you don't actually have a plan. Because I live in the Dallas area, and the Cowboys are about the glitz and glamour, but when it comes down to actually winning games, there's no plan. If that's making sense to y'all,
You know what
it's
it
like a
could be?
reality TV show. Is what's going on.
You know what it could be, to your point. He could be trying to implement what he learned from James Wade, right? From what I heard about, this is before my time, this is before I came, pause, but this is what I heard about James Wade.
I want to know James Wade, let me tell you.
No, I know. From what I heard about James Wade, though, he was the type of person to not care about picks. He just wanted to get as many veterans as he could, right? So it seemed like once James Wade left, Jeff P. Goal was to get as many picks as he can and start stockpiling picks. So now we excited. We like, oh, okay, Jeff. You got some picks in here. We about to, rebuild this thing. We about to, and it seemed like he's trying to do this exact same thing now that James Wade did, as far as like trade away the picks for these vets. So I guess he's trying to be a James Wade, but just not as good, because at least when James Wade did it, he was able to get a championship here. Whereas, Jeff P is trying to do it for Vadersloot. So I don't know.
What did Vadersloot say in that interview that make you want to give Vadersloot what you need? I mean, I know you New Yorkers can talk real slick, bro, but what did Vadersloot say?
Wait, Vadersloot is a New Yorker?
No, she coming from New York. So what I'm saying is, you can learn some stuff up there.
From New York.
Copy.
Oh, her mom's is from New York. Okay, well there it is. What did she say to them? To him?
Again, I'm confused because I got a whole plan this guy should be doing. So I'm speaking from what I think Jeff P is doing. It seemed like he's just trying to go after people he got relationships with, right? Like, extending the qualifying offer to Dana Evans makes no sense, but he got a relationship with her. Vadersloot is Vadersloot when she was Vadersloot in Chicago, right? So maybe he's thinking like that. You know, you
Yeah,
get what I'm
but
saying?
that's when she had her wife on the team too. So I'm not really feeling like you gung ho on Vandersloot. Because if all else fails, Shorty gonna come off whatever screen and shoot the three. And no offense, she was my point guard and bail her out. You know what I mean? Like Vandersloot is a solid point guard, but her head is still not in it. So I'm not. I gotta see one more season of her before I pull the trigger on any type of trade for you to
And
come
one
back
more,
to
and
Chicago.
Might be
Mikachu, one
gone
more
next season.
season is
Almost be
38. She's
retired.
gonna be 38 in one more season, you know?
LeBron James is 40. It's
Yeah, but
possible.
LeBron James is
Vandersloot
LeBron
old.
James. Courtney Vandersloot is Courtney Vandersloot. Like,
It's a little different.
I'm
Listen,
not saying she gotta
Jay,
leave the league. I'm saying she's not gonna do anything in year 38 that makes me want to sign her.
no,
That's
she not. She not. But what I'm saying is she's a very skilled passer. Her
is
defense is still a little bit shaky, but like she's definitely could be like somebody's you building off this one point guard or whatever, and she could be the secondary coach. So she still has some validity to her. Cause like Jason Kidd was well past his prime when he came to the Knicks and was helping them even make the
was
playoffs.
he
You know
start
what I mean? But
was
that's
was
Jason Kidd. And then he
was
fell
Jason
back
Kidd
on the fact
starting?
that
Look
he
at
could
you.
shoot the three.
My
She
only
has
thing with the Courtney Vandersloot thing is you don't get a Courtney Vandersloot if you give up your third pick and don't
Hell
get
no. She
don't
hoping to
get a
get
Olivia Miles where she can learn from somebody like Sloot. At this point in Sloot's career, you're a teacher.
Yeah.
exactly.
You may not be here a little bit longer. So you're a
Facts.
teacher. And if you give up that third pick and you can't get Olivia Miles,
Stupid
what's the
move.
point of getting a pick? And I know
Stupid.
she don't want to come into a situation where the team is in a rebuild. But if you don't want that, then stop entertaining the sky because that's what they are right now.
Mm.
And it's just that simple. Stop trying to force us. We not. What's going on? You either want
Let
to
me ask
date
you.
me
Trying
for
to
who
chase the
I am,
paper and
or
the
you don't
number
want me at
ring.
all.
That's it.
And
I
Jeff
gotta ask you
KD,
something, B.
yeah, what's up?
Why won't the sky go after Odyssey Sims? What's the?
Right.
I've been asked this question a couple of times, and I don't have a good answer. So I'm asking
I
you
Crack,
why.
I
crack
don't know
cocaine.
why they won't go out after Odyssey Sims. Um, I can say relationships probably, but if you shop in Dana, then you don't have problems with relationships.
They say
And at some point
Ashy
you gotta be at
35.
some point you gotta be a grown adult and put your differences aside for the best of the team. And she showed that she may not be able to do that, which I don't know why Dana was given a qualifying offer anyway. I don't know who in their right mind thought you can get more for Dana than Kennedy Carter. That's confusing me. But I don't know why they won't go out the Odyssey Sims, but I also don't know why Odyssey Sims is still entertaining Dallas, a team that dropped her 3 times. Like,
True. Yeah, they taking
Texas.
another run at her.
She's from
so
Texas, so
I
she
don't
want to stay
know why he
home.
won't go out the Odyssey Sims. I
Oh,
don't know.
I didn't know D. I didn't know Miss D. She was from Texas. So you're right. She might want to stay home.
She
But
may want to stay home, but how many times do it take a team to tell you that they don't want you?
that's true.
Listen,
So
oh,
go
go. I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No,
No,
you
I
go,
wanted
Miss
to say.
D.
I want to say something. So, okay, you got Unrivaled, and you was you had your ex page up, and you think Ryan Howard recruited BG's like, come on, this 1 year, come on, we can make it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm
Look,
like,
I think
anything
so.
might be happening up there at Unrivaled, guys.
right. Then she
A
probably
lot of
say, oh,
recruiting.
we
A
got
whole
more
lot of
money. Come up here, we can win together. That's what it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of close
I
together.
think so. They also played USA basketball together. And I
That's
think
true.
Mm.
Right. That's true.
they kind of know that Tina Charles not coming back. And I will say, if the Sky don't make a move on Tina Charles, which I think Tina Charles is already deciding that she may go to the Lynx, and that's just gonna put the Lynx over the edge. You can give them their championship now, but
Yeah.
she may decide she want to go to the Lynx, and that would be good for Tina. Honestly, I think that would be one of the best situations she put herself in to get a championship.
I
Although
want
Mm-hmm.
I
her to
would
go to
like
the
to see her on the
Aces.
Sky, but she ain't gonna want to play backup for us.
I want her to go to the Aces, Tina Charles. That's my
The
team.
Aces is looking. I just saw that the Aces is looking into Parker Tyus, so that's a good move for them too.
Yeah.
Now look at this,
If she can
guys.
stay healthy, if she can
They
stay
say
healthy,
Tip is exploring free agency.
Tip wouldn't be a bad pickup. She another player you don't give up picks for. Like these players that's like 33, 32 plus, you don't give up picks for.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't. My fault, y'all. That's my
But she's
You don't know
unrestricted,
how long
right?
you
So
been
you
Damn.
you could just sign her, right?
Sorry to hear that, K-Sap. Sorry to hear that.
yeah.
Yeah. She's a free agent, right? So you don't need the picks.
Straight
Don't have to be involved.
No,
Yeah, you
picks
don't have to give
be
up picks
involved.
for her, but I'm with whoever said we should look into Dejanay Carrington. I think the Sky
Oh
has
yeah.
to start looking into pieces that makes them more appealing for next year. The playoffs
Agree.
can be a goal for this year. And honestly, I think you can get to the playoffs with great defense and okay offense. And who knows? Tyler came from an X's and O's coach. He can put in some X's and O's plays to make the offense look good and perform well. But getting a Dejanay will make the team more appealing for next year. Also keeps the team younger. You add them 2 draft picks, which keeps the team younger. My fault, y'all. That's my ringtone.
Yo, I got the
Oh.
same
Team
ringtone, B. Dead ass.
up.
That's my ringtone. I thought my phone was going off.
That's jokes. The Kim Possible
Yeah,
ringtone
it
is
seems like the Dreams
fire.
players are really happy about BG.
BG, which is so funny because
Downstairs. You better
BG
get
is so
downstairs.
BG mad lazy, so it's hilarious that they're
It's
so
hilarious, but
excited
they
for her.
seem like they really, happy about this move.
And that's
So
good. I love that for them.
yeah.
Still make a difference on the team, though.
Oh
Hey,
no,
Yeah.
that's a
What's
fact.
that southern slang? Bless her heart.
I'm happy
Woman.
for BG. I ain't happy
Yeah.
for Dream. It's
BG.
whatever with them, but I'm happy for BG because there's no way Sophie Cunningham should have been making more money than that lady.
That's true.
There's no way. No way.
That's true.
Yo,
Organization play in your face like that, you got to get up out of there.
I thought Sophie Cunningham was gonna be in that trade. I did not see Natasha Cloud being in that trade. I thought it was gonna be
So
Sophie Cunningham.
that's also another pickup, guys. Do we truly think Natasha Cloud want to be in Connecticut?
Hell no.
Nah.
Heck no.
So now everything just get a little bit more spicy because you may not have to go after Courtney Vadersloot.
What did I say before? The WNBA shakeup is wild and crazy. You gotta buckle up.
Facts.
It's like
This
a roller
morning,
coaster ride.
yo, earlier I said it's like I said I used to watch we called it stories with my grandma when I was younger. All my children, general that's what this free agency is like, just drama and overacting.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Now, y'all want Dejanay Carrington. You think they could get Alyssa Smith to go with her? But 1 year deal?
Look,
we
can't.
don't
We ain't running a daycare.
Yeah, like
Why not?
We are not doing that. We are not doing that.
we don't
Y'all
need her.
need to stop that. We're not
Listen,
doing packages. We're not
So
doing couple packages now.
be
Come on
honest,
now.
though? Can I be honest though? Melissa Smith is a different player than what she showed last year.
Exactly.
I think her heart just wasn't in that Indiana team, and you can lose confidence if a coach lose confidence in you. And that coach seemed to lost confidence in her, and I think it played a part on her offense. And if you think about it, we will need a backup. We will need a backup four. We need a backup four for Angel because it looked like we let Izzy go, which I think is the right move. So if you can get an Alyssa Smith as a backup, she won't be starting. I don't think it would be a bad move. But like y'all said, do we want a daycare?
No.
Do we want to bring
your
partner
you
to
also
work
get
to
younger,
stay?
you stay younger, and you still in that rebuild phase. And I don't
want a daycare, B.
We don't need the added drama. We already have enough drama in this franchise.
I don't think there'll be drama. That'd be good. She could play still, of course. You know,
I'm
Indiana.
more
She probably,
okay
you know.
for me, y'all. I want more of a 3-4. Like if it's a backup for Angel, I want like a 3-4 kind of for Angel. It could just be a 4, but I would prefer like a stretch. You know what I'm saying?
But you
That's
know,
what I would
Melissa
prefer.
is a stretch. She can knock the 3 down consistently. I think she lost a lot of confidence. And that's also another Kim Mulkey girl.
She
I mean, you
rebounds, play
gonna have a
defense.
team of Kim
I
Mulkeys,
like her.
but
Right? She's
you're gonna
6'4".
have a
She's
team
still
of
young.
crash outs, but okay.
I don't think so. You think so? I don't think they're gonna be a crash out.
I mean, you
I don't
add
think so.
Angel Dejanay and Alyssa on the team, and they come from the same cultural background. You may have a team of crash outs. And
I
then you got
mean,
Camilla, who ain't scared to put her hands on people.
and Dejanay might not want her girlfriend with her every 5 minutes of the day. She might not, I don't know. But I
I
feel
got
you
I
on
got
the
a feeling.
fit. I mean, she can back up, but that's the thing about Nelissa Smith. I don't think she wants to be a backup. I think she wants to be a starter. That was her problem with Christy Side. She was in and out of the starting lineup. Her brother was on Twitter talking all kind of crazy stuff, and it just went. It went
Facts.
bad.
Facts. She want to start. She
I
She
wants
also
to
want to
think
start.
it's the
start.
coach though too. Like Tyler Marsh can sell you your dream of being a backup. Like backups are important. You can be a 6th woman coming off the bench. We need one. Take pride in your role. Is an award out there for being a 6th woman.
Yeah,
Just take
Yeah.
pride in your
I agree.
role.
Yeah, I'm with you, B, but a lot of these players don't think like that. Even people be suggesting certain players, and I'm like, do they want to come off the bench? Are they okay with coming off the bench? Because a lot of these players are not. Like, I would love a Tina Charles,
Yeah, that's
but
my
I'm
only thing
like,
with
is
Tina.
Tina Charles okay with coming off the bench? A lot of these people act like they can't be
I
role
think Tina
players.
Charles will. She's a veteran. I think she would come off the bench. I don't
I
know
think
about
that'll be
Smith.
too prideful
Tina
for
Only
her.
Charles
if
is a
it
great
could lead
teacher
to a ring.
for Angel because she
I think
even
that'll be
teach her
too
when she
prideful
was
for
playing
Tina.
against her.
Hmm.
I got a feeling that Camilla gonna have a breakout season next year.
I agree with that.
I just got a feeling. I'm telling y'all
Not
right
with no
now.
Dana and Lindsay. They can't give her the ball.
I don't think Dana gonna.
How's she going?
He not gonna be the
Who
starter.
gonna pass it to her?
He
Let me
better
see.
have a.
AD ain't
Hey,
thinking about no
KSAP.
Dana.
Hey, KSAP said he about to get the exclusives from what happened in the locker room with Kennedy Carter.
Why? Why are
I
we
just wanted to
bringing
put
that
that
up?
out
Okay.
Why are we
It was.
doing
They said
that?
there's a video
For
out
what
there that
reason?
she
Hey,
crashed
that's
out.
Let
tight.
that
That's tight.
go.
But
I don't
this
know.
Let
Somebody said
live.
they
that
had a
go.
video, but I don't
Let
know
it
where.
go,
That's
man.
major, matter of
We
fact.
just
That's
talked
major.
Who
about
brought
we
something
not
up? What
going to go
happened?
back with that, and now we bringing up back this
Oh
foolishness.
no, he talking about he gonna talk to the assistant coach that was in the locker room last year.
Right. It says a video of her throwing stuff and
Who?
just
Let
crashing out.
sleeping
Kennedy. I don't
dogs
know,
fly,
but I don't
man.
see.
But it's
Kennedy.
just
Look, she's
slander against
gone. She's
like
not on the team no
why?
more. Why are we bringing this up? It's only the only thing this going to do is hurt her. This is another podcast that's going to be hurting her.
So somebody, damn,
Come on now.
I didn't know it was a video out there.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't.
KSAP was just telling us in the chat, but we could continue on with the topic we've been talking about.
Yeah. I,
That's
all
what's
I
up,
need to know.
KSAP.
I just need to know from Jeff P. What is the plan?
You're
I
not gonna
don't
figure that
know
out
what
at
the
all.
plan is
You ain't gonna figure that out at all. You're not gonna know it, and he don't have
because
one.
I
He
don't
doesn't
think
have
he
one.
know what the plan is.
Exactly. He don't have a
All I know is
plan.
Kennedy better have a job still. That's all I can, man. She better have a job this year in the league.
I
She
hope
better.
so, but it's been kind of
Somebody
quiet
better
on her
give her
front too.
an opportunity. She just dropped 50 the other night too.
She
If
surely
they make
did.
the playoffs by a lot, I don't think he got a job next year.
Who you talking about,
Mhm.
Kennedy?
Nah, I was talking about Jeff P.
Oh, Jeff P. Yeah.
If they don't make the playoffs again, because you cut Teaspoon because they did make the playoffs, and
I mean, they had a lot of.
to give her
They
at
could
least a
have
half a
season too,
year
where they could have,
into the next season before you cut Shorty, and you don't make the playoffs again, and you don't even go back to being like almost there. I think they was what 7th or 8th.
Mm-hmm.
You could have gave Teresa some grace for the simple fact that the injuries at the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? Kennedy was out. Angel was out the last, you know what I mean, the last bit of the season where they could have made a push. So we should
Exactly.
have gave her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I honestly don't know what this man thought process or his direction is. And I think we'll get a better understanding probably February 1st, to be honest with you, or a couple days thereafter. Once free agency starts and we see where the dominoes start falling, you'll start getting a better understanding of who's probably going where, what people are thinking about with their picks in the draft. You'll start getting a better understanding of where people are going to be, the direction of every team. Once the free agency starts to, the dominoes start to fall, you'll see what's needed in each franchise, and you can kind of make a decision off where you think those picks are going to go. And then you
I got
can't
a
really make a
question.
decision either until after like March hit, when these teams start making deep runs in March Madness, because people can drop their stock or they can up their stock as far as how they play when the tournament starts. You know
I
what I'm
got a
saying?
question. I got a
Go
question
ahead.
for the panel. And Keisha, you kind of touched on it the other day. Do y'all think that Jeff P will still have his job at the end, like by the end of this season? Like, do y'all think his job is kind of on the line at this point?
He on the
Absolutely.
clock.
Absolutely.
I think I
I'm
think
talking
it's
about
on
in
the
real,
line,
like
but
in real life with the Chicago Sky organization, not just on some,
no, I
client or
think he
whatever.
gonna do
Real
some
life.
F-boy stuff and blame it on Tyler Marsh if it goes bad. That's what I think.
That's all he's
Try to
been
do anything to save his
doing
job.
lately.
I
I
think his
mean, he
job will
blames
be
everybody else but himself. So
so.
I really, I don't see him coming back. If he does come back, then I don't know about the Chicago Sky fans, but if I'm me, I'd be up in arms. I'd be like, you got to fire this dude now,
I
because
think
at
he.
this point, you just risking your two main players that you claim that you billing around. So what are we doing?
I think he keeps his job, but he like he tries to give the coach a second chance or whatever. Like, if I'm just basing it off the fact that they might not make the playoffs. Not saying that's possible. I'm just saying if they don't, he might still have his job because he's gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna give the coach another chance because it was really the coach's fault or whatever." So they might give him grace, but I if nothing turns around, next year's his last year.
Well, hey, I just really feel like he gonna be running around there trying to blame everybody and their mama and the uncle and the monkey sitting in the corner before he blame himself. So he gonna say Tyler Marsh has never have
I
been a
can't
head coach
believe he on
before.
this smear campaign of Ken right now. But
Right.
maybe he's not on the smear campaign of her. Maybe people just want
He could be
to.
telling the truth. B, I feel like he could be telling the truth, and it's still it doesn't
Yeah,
help him or the situation, if that makes sense. It could be
yeah,
true that Kennedy was doing, all of that. It could be all of that. But at the end of the day, this is a business, right?
yeah,
And you got to work with what you got. And I feel like he didn't do that. I think instead of, for me, my thought process is, and obviously I ain't never been no GM and, none of that. So I could be sadly mistaken. But for me, I'm going to lie. Or I'm just not saying nothing at all so that her trade stock can be up. So that I could get her up out of there and get something for her at the very least. I'm not letting her go for nothing. And now I'm sitting here like, damn, what am I about to do? You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think. But that's what I think about when I said smear campaign. Like
yeah,
that's not the right definition, because a smear campaign is literally that. Like, they're
yeah,
lying on you. But I think he should have just did better with, Pillow talking with Annie, because I do think he's Annie's source.
yeah. And I also think like with
She
Kennedy,
said pillow talk.
she could have probably not made her situation better by getting on the spaces and talking like everything was cool, because that kind of makes it look a little bit worse on Jeff too. Because it's like, if everything cool, then what's the problem?
Yeah, then why are you getting up here?
Why you didn't come back? So, and I also was just thinking, because now my mind is churning. And I don't know if y'all remember the incident when Camilla was in a presser and they said they heard stuff being thrown in uproar in the freaking locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm like, was that true? Like, was it true?
Yeah.
We may never know.
In a perfect world, to Key's point, even if they was having a battle royale in the locker room, acting a plum fool, in a perfect world, you should have came out there and lied. Oh, we just turned over some chairs or some tables. Oh, somebody burned their hand. The curling iron took out somebody's neck. You could have said anything to squash the rumors, but you didn't do that. You let that linger. You let all the stories linger. You let Annie Constable come out here and talk stuff that nobody knows. So I don't know. You sabotaging your own place. I mean, every one of us have a home, but I'm not gonna let you be out there talking about my house, even if we up in here having a battle royale every night. I'm gonna come out the house and greet you like a normal person. I might come back in the house and whoop some tail, but you ain't gonna know that. He didn't protect his own house. Is my problem with Jeff P.
Facts.
I think that was by design though. The way you spelling it out, it sounds like management ain't even like the moves that was made to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You get
Well,
I,
just
you get all these players that don't fit whatever mold I had envisioned for Chicago Sky, and now we getting a little bit too, excuse my French, urban, and we looking like the Detroit Pistons back in the day when they was bugging people on the
right.
court back in the 90s and late, 80s or whatever. But come on, that's the culture you live in. Like everybody don't have to fit your mold. You building a culture. And the rollout, because I'm a Liberty fan, but I rocks with Teaspoon heavy. So I'm like, yo, I feel like I should be a Sky fan now. But I ain't like how y'all smacked me, so I don't know. But I'm feeling you. So you getting eyes drawn to your team, and then you making stupid moves because management don't like the mode that is being set for the team at this
Speak on
current
it.
juncture.
So what kind of image do you guys think Jeff P is trying to paint? Because apparently he didn't like the image that they had last year. So what is he trying to paint?
I get not liking the image that the team had last year, especially with all the rumors that was going around the team of locker room dramas, locker room this, locker room that. But I also don't agree with him sort of kind of feeding into it. If you're gonna let Kennedy walk, let her walk. You don't have to feed into it saying, oh, the coach wants more camaraderie and this and that. Just say we felt as though Ken don't fit what we doing in the future, so we're gonna let it go. Feeding into that don't make you trying to make it better look good. If you get what I'm saying, like it don't make
Facts.
it's like it's being hypocritical because feeding into that causes more drama. So like, what are you really trying to do? But I understand, and I like that he wants the locker room to be better because everybody has to be comfortable with coming to work. And if
Yeah.
this said that she left because of mistreatment and whatever form of mistreatment it was from whoever it was from, that shouldn't happen in a organization where you come to work every day and you trying to do your job. Like that's just not right. So I get him trying to fix it, but how he's going about fixing it is not right.
well, I think Jeff P. A lot of these players and certain situations, he felt like I think he's kind of self sabotaging. He didn't really want Angel because I was looking at some of the clips and Teaspoon was excited to get Angel and Camilla, and he was like looking at her like, okay. So I think in some ways, I don't think he brought Kennedy in. I think that was a Teaspoon player. So I think he was kind of self sabotaging. So he didn't care how he treated Kennedy necessarily. So I think when he got rid of Teaspoon, he said, okay, you know what? I want to get rid of Kennedy Carter too because that's a Teaspoon even though he didn't necessarily like Angel and Camilla. I think he liked Camilla, but I don't think he liked Angel like that. So yeah, that's why I think he's self sabotaging. So Yeah.
Also, Teaspoon may be the only person that can handle Kennedy too. I don't know if y'all remember, but like the Connecticut game when Kennedy like hit Marina in the face and then knocked Dejanay down, the camera people is messy too. Like the whole WNBA is messy. They
Hot
panned
mess.
in. They panned in on that interaction of Teaspoon talking to Kennedy, and Ty Young tried to come over there and talk to her. And Kennedy said something to Ty Young like, "I ain't trying to hear none of you saying." And Teaspoon patting Ty Young on the chest, telling her to go away. That's just not a That's not a good look.
That's
But
true. And then
That's
but
not a good
the
look.
way
he said
Kennedy
Teaspoon
over.
can't handle her. Was one I think it was a press conference, and Teaspoon got up, and Kenny like, "Where my hug at?" So yeah, she feel like Teaspoon's like a mom figure.
And his
Kennedy
So
always
yeah,
praised Teaspoon. She was like, she's the
right.
best coach I ever had because she let me be me. And also, she knew like my style of play. I'm very passionate about this game and I'm very skilled in what I do. But my coaches never let me rock and be me. So she always praised Teaspoon. It's like, yo, there's a respect level there between Teaspoon and Kennedy Carter.
Yeah,
I
I
always
just
feel there's
think
two teams. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I think it's everybody has a boss, right? And when you with your people or certain colleagues and certain my manager always say, when we together, we do something different. But when you walk in that conference room with the big boss, we gotta act different. I think that's what happened. You gotta act different when you get, that might not be you, but you gotta put that face on. And I think she was just trying to be her, and them people don't care about you being you. All they care about is selling tickets and winning games.
Yep.
I
That's
Yep.
mean,
all
yeah,
they care about.
I think Mikachu hit it right on the head. Like, you know what I'm saying, what he wants the team to look like, and obviously wants to create, a specific culture to him,
Hmm.
and like what he envisions. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with, wanting people to quote unquote act a certain way. I think we go through it in our own jobs, where they, it's called being professional, all of this other stuff, whatever. But I think when it comes down to it, bottom line is, even if you didn't want her, that is fine. Nobody is saying keep her if she, is messing up the locker room, all of that. But you just don't go about it the way you went about it, and that to me makes me feel like he's not a good GM or businessman.
Yep.
But it's to be seen about this Vandersloot mess. It's to be seen about this third pick. Like, I I really don't want to believe he will go over the edge like that, but so far from what he's shown me, it seems like he would. So
I
look
agree
at
with
this.
you.
Hey man, these BG and these Atlanta players are having they've been working on this now. They out here on the boat.
Man, what, and got an Atlanta t-shirt on and stuff, man. They out there. They not playing.
They out there fishing.
Like, y'all on a boat in Miami fishing together. You
They
ain't
doing
even
all
signed
that.
your
They about to win
contract yet,
some.
yo.
They about to win
Yeah.
some.
Yeah, they happy about this. I'm happy for BG though.
Me
B
too.
Yeah.
Will got the emojis. I'm happy for
Me too.
BG
Me too.
though.
I'm happy for it too. I'm happy for it.
Yes.
Deserve it. She deserve it.
So they out there doing some stuff out there in Unrival. They trying to put stuff together out there in Unrival, y'all. So
Facts.
yeah,
I hope Angel did her big one on Dejanay. That's all I gotta say.
me too, man. I hopefully
There is
all
a
we
draw.
do.
The reason why I say that is I think there's a drawback to signing her. Like, she doesn't get to participate in the CBA next year if you do sign her to our team. So there is a reason for her to be like, let me just thug this last year out with Connecticut, so I could be a part of the CBA. That's possible. That's the only reason why I said I hope she worked on her to the point where she'd be willing to come regardless.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like I say, guys, I just don't know. I wish I wish every time we come up here and talk, we could make an informed decision on what's happening. But I just don't know what's in Jeff P's mind, man. I don't know what direction he's going. He say one thing about the draft, and then he out here giving Vandersloot lobster. And then I thought he was all in on Miles, but then he looking at other players. So I don't know if that. I don't even. He giving qualified an offer. Then now he trying to trade Dana and Lindsay Allen.
I mean, we find out by Friday or Saturday. If we get Courtney Vadersloot, I think that will tell us exactly what we need to know. I think if they sign Courtney, they might be giving away that third pick. That's what I'm thinking.
And this is our last thing before we go. Even if we give away the third pick, who we giving it away for panel? Who we giving the third pick for?
The only person I would slightly be okay with giving that third pick up for is Satu, and that's just because she's young. But I'm not even 100% okay with that because although she's young, she barely plays. So
she's been hurt.
The only person I will slightly give second guess to that pick going to is Satu because she has the age group to fit in well with the young players that we have. It's not like we getting older because she's still in that age group. But can she stay healthy is a question. Other than that,
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to me.
Facts.
Who you think, Miss D? Who you think they would trade that third for?
Satu or Howard, but they both injury prone.
Yeah, I forgot about Natasha Howard. Yeah.
Well, we could just sign Natasha. We don't got to trade for Natasha.
Yeah, because she's unrestricted, huh?
Yeah, she's free
okay.
agent.
Yeah. So Satu, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, she'll be a good backup for Angel.
Yeah,
Natasha Howard.
She'll be a good backup.
Yeah.
But if she
would,
really
but come off the bench. See, you see.
That's the thing.
She don't want to come off the bench. She probably don't want to come off the bench, so she can probably go somewhere that she want to start. You know.
Hey, let me tell you something. It ain't too many teams these players gonna start on. The only team I can see Tina Charles going to where she will start is the Lynx. Because they need a center, and she is so versatile. You can move her to the 3, and you can make Alana Smith the 4 because she can shoot. And you don't mess up that rotation at all. That rotation just gets better because they still can shoot at all 5 levels, and she can start. That's the only team I really see Tina Charles going to because it makes sense for her. Other than that, I don't think she want to be a backup to Camilla.
Anybody?
Hey, somebody in the chat said they would trade the 3 for Kelsey Mitchell.
Nah, I'm still a no, because we could get her next year.
Yep.
Right.
I'm still no. Hey, wait, real quick. Somebody said I better not ever see Satu eating deep dish pizza.
What?
Chicago pizza.
That's Chicago. They saying they don't want her in Chicago.
Oh, that's Chicago pizza. Okay.
We don't even eat that, so you ain't even got to worry about it. We don't eat it. That's a tourist thing. We don't eat deep dish here. We don't like that stuff.
What?
No,
I tried it. I'm like, nah, I stick to my
people in Chicago don't eat
Brooklyn
deep dish. We eat thin crust pizza here.
That's a fact. New York pizza is the best.
Talk about it, Mika. Yeah, talk about it. Talk about it, Key. Yeah.
I tried it in Chicago. My homegirl moved from Brooklyn to Chicago. I'm like, yo, I gotta try this pizza and see what the hype is about. Trash pizza.
We not gonna get
Who eats pizza with a knife and fork? No offense, your sauce was popping, but you eating pizza with a knife and a fork? What type of bouginess is that, B?
We're not gonna get into that. I advise y'all to have a redo. That's a tourist thing. I'm telling you. That is not what we
never
eat.
had it.
I'm happy you said that because I was highly disappointed.
I'm
I've never
telling
had
you,
the deep dish. I've never
get
had
you a redo because that's a tourist thing. We don't eat that.
I'm happy you said that because I was highly disappointed. I'm like, the sauce is banging, but you're deep.
I was highly
disappointed. This don't make no sense.
Yo, Tiffy and Cole trying to cause confusion. She said I would trade the number 3 for Leonie Febich and Leonie Febich only.
You know what, Tiffany? You want to know what's funny? We had Leonie.
We did. Chicago did.
Gave her away.
We traded her
Fumbled that
away.
bag.
Yo. And I don't think you get Leone with only the number 3 pick. You got to give him some more stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to take that.
Thank James Wade for that, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
But hey, if New York wants Satu, maybe they'll work something out with
New
us.
York don't want no dead going Satu Sably. Stop it, Bob.
Sabley. What's wrong with that? You got Sably and Sably.
No,
No,
no. We got 2 Germans we already rock with. The other Sably sister and Leonie Phoebus. We good.
I'm from New York.
They said she meeting with NY and is it
Phoenix?
Indiana? No, is it Phoenix?
Phoenix.
Yeah, I think she goes to Phoenix. I think they trying to build something out there in Phoenix.
Phoenix.
I think she's going to Phoenix.
Is making a
And
big
she trying to be
wave.
with her sister. She
If
trying to
I'm
be with her
New York,
sister.
I don't know Satu anyway.
Satu
Reason
is Satu.
being, Sabrina and Satu lineup don't work right now on Unrivaled.
Yeah, it don't. It's only been 4 games
with
now.
that one.
Hey,
on
but
point.
you know what I do? What I do think New York should do though? I think New York should go after Natasha Cloud. I honestly think she's a good. I think she's a
I
good
didn't want to say it, but I
She's
was
a good
feeling
That
that.
would be a good one. That would be a good one.
and she can shoot the 3 and she can play defense. And you add her to that starting lineup and push Sabrina back over to where she's supposed to be.
And she still got a motor. Yeah, I'm feeling that one.
I'm gonna stop cooking for New York like that.
Yeah, you cooking. You cooking right now.
I didn't want to say it, but I was definitely
Let her
thinking
cook. Let her cook.
B, you in Chicago. You need to get to cooking with Chicago Sky. You don't need to be cooking for New York.
You know, Jeff run a tight ship. He ain't trying to let no newcomers in. He like his Annie, and she don't even like it here.
Yo, thanks.
So it sounds like we don't want to trade the number 3 pick for nobody.
Goddamn thing. For a thing, not at all.
For nobody. So maybe y'all need to run down there and tell Jeff how y'all feel, because I don't think he listened to us. I thought he did, but no, I don't think he's listening.
He listens to Annie. He don't listen to y'all. He listens to Annie.
And Dana. Annie and Dana.
Hey, man.
The real GMs. The real GMs of the school.
Annie and Dana.
Can I tell y'all something real?
Yeah.
I think Dana was the one that dropped all the trade secrets. She went in that office and closed that door and talked bad about everybody. You hear what I'm telling you?
She was
just
snitching
said,
from last year. She was snitching from last year.
That?
You right.
So
it was Dana and her agent.
They were snitching, and then they brought in Izzy into it.
You know what it was? Dana was
Izzy
mad
out of
she didn't get
job.
traded. So she said, you know what? I'm getting people up out of here. She was mad because she didn't get traded.
Izzy snitched her way up out of a job listening to the day.
Right.
He surely did.
Allegedly, by the way. We just joking.
Guys, I ain't doing. Look, hey guys, I ain't doing the case up. Ain't gonna be no 5 hours with me.
Nah, we good. I'm ready for bed actually.
You know, I got a little midget running around here. He ain't but 4 weeks old.
Aww.
And he be hollering at crazy times of the night. So you know, we about to get up off of here, because I think if we stay on here 10 hours, we still won't figure out what Jeff P doing. Brooklyn is one of the smartest guys I be hanging out with, and even he looked befuddled. So and Key usually can see a move ahead, you know, or move back. She is over here looking. I don't know, Keisha. I don't know. So I know I ain't gonna figure it out. So I'm pretty sure tomorrow we have something else going on crazy. I am happy
all
with
week. Yo, y'all keep locking into all of our channels. Seriously, the perspective, cut the Israel talk, like everybody, because I'm telling y'all, all week news is gonna be dropping, especially February 1st when everybody really starts to sign. So we're gonna be breaking it down and breaking the news all week. So y'all make sure y'all come back and lock in, and we appreciate y'all for coming through. dropping your comments and your thoughts and everything. So shout out to y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe to all channels and share if you can. It's greatly appreciated.
I
Well,
appreciate
thanks for having me.
the chat.
I
I
appreciate it.
appreciate everybody on the panel. I'm happy for BG. I hope it works out there in Atlanta. Hope they don't end up, throwing people off the boat when they don't. So that's it for me. Y'all got anything else? No, I'm about to go to bed here. I want to go to bed for that baby wake up.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
Love
night. Good night. Good
y'all.
night.
Good night. That's it. I'm out. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, guys.